Hey guys. All right. So welcome back. We're talking about the challenge. This was a different episode. They've all been I didn't pay
elimination.
Attention, so I don't know if I'm wrong, but I feel like it seemed like it was only an hour and they've been an hour and a half. Maybe I'm wrong, but it felt shorter. Also, they didn't do the elimination. They are leaving that for the beginning of the next episode, and
it feels weird. It feels just
haven't done it on this season, so it's kind of weird.
It just kind of ruined the flow. Does that make sense?
It's over.
I'm like, okay, so we're ending this episode with the same teaser from the last episode. Okay, whatever.
Literally. So then at least, you know, when you see a glimpse of the next episode, I was like, okay, some more stuff does happen past this. So I'm starting to think we don't have any camera footage because we're just showing the same clip. But yeah, so it was more of like this was finally like the fallout of the Fessy, Josh, Amber situation.
I think that's why they did it, is just because they know that there's going to be more drama later, that I feel like this is at least a good point of like contention to cover that I wanted to see on the show, at least. So like,
yeah,
even if it's like kind of weird that there's like no elimination, it's like almost like I feel like this should be like an extra episode and not just like the one that airs on a Wednesday, but like, I don't know.
It is what it is. No, I get that. So basically this episode, we start off, obviously Anissa had went home. I don't want to talk about it. Logan beat Gabo. He took Nany. Emmy and Hughie are together. And what else switched? Did another partnership switch? I don't think so.
Logan took Nany, and then Emmy was put with Hughie. I think that was it.
But
no, because Anissa left Logan, and then Gabo's partner was
Nany. So
so I think everyone just like switched up. Nice.
Yeah.
From what I can remember, I don't know.
I think that's correct. So, you know, then we're back at the house, and we just get some more conversations, like more like Amber just feeling like, I just still can't believe he did that. I just think it's messed up, whatever. And like Josh still being mad about it. And then some clips of Amanda talking to Fessy about it, since, you know, they were all cuddle buddies this season. So at this time, and Amanda is good friends with Josh. So she's kind of like stuck in the middle. And then but she kind of basically, and for lack of better words, was kind of telling Fessy like, you're wrong, you should probably fix that. And Fessy's like, nope,
but
I'm not wrong.
No, literally Kaycee could change her mind and be like, Fessy, I think we fucked up. And Fessy would be like, nah bro, like we definitely are in the right. Literally, it's like trying to like tell a rock something. There's like nothing there. You'd probably have more luck with a rock.
You can't reason with stupid. Like,
you can't fix stupid.
People, you can't have a sane conversation with them. So it is what it is.
His level of ego and just like confidence that honestly is not really deserved. We get it. You can win eliminations, whatever. Your social game sucks and you ruin every single ally that you have. So like, are you really that good of a player? I don't know.
The game isn't only physical. It's a combination of things. So you have to have more than that.
And even then it's like, okay, you made it to the finals. Did you win?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's literally what Josh was saying to him later on. We get to it when they fight. He literally was saying, but what have you won? But what have you won? Because at least Josh won the first show he was on. He did win the first season he ever played something. It's up for debate on him deserving it, but he won Big Brother. He won a show. Fessy has not won anything. He didn't win Big Brother. He hasn't won the challenge. He's gone to a final. This is his third season. He's not a rookie anymore. He's played and he can't win. So yeah, he was like trying to say something about like the amount of elimination wins he has or something. And Josh is like, but have you actually like won? Where's your title? But you're so great. Because Fessy's also trying to tell him, like, but you can't win anything. You suck. Who's going to take me out? You going to take me out? But Josh is like, but I've won something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, that is the thing. Your level of cocky is not fitting.
Also, you're not an entertaining personality. Sorry to break it to you, but I'd rather take, honestly, Kaycee and Fessy can go like together. But like, I'm even gonna say I don't think Amber's necessarily like an exciting personality, but at least she's like an interesting one, if that makes sense. Whereas Fessy is just like annoying, and it's like, why is he on my fucking screen again?
I'm like, oh my god, why?
So anyway.
So yeah, so obviously, you know, that all happens. We have a cute little segment of Kaycee taking Nany on a first date, picks her up with flowers, knocks on her door. They're all dressed up. She decorated outside. There's like rose petals and candles and lights or whatever. And they had, you know, I think it was like a champagne of some sort, some celebratory sparkly beverage. And they were drinking, like eating like chocolate covered strawberries and stuff that looked homemade, like looked like someone helped her make it or she made it. Didn't look like it was like brought on set. So that's cute, you know, whatever. We get that cute moment. The whole house is like watching them from the balcony and then has to like go in. And they're just like, oh my God. So
I will say this for the challenge. They include a lot of different types of relationships for better or worse, not implying that Nany and Kaycee are a bad couple. It's just that I feel like compared to other shows, they don't really show like bisexual or like gay relationships as often.
And they have for a while now, to be honest. Because so that's always good. But
that's really the only good thing. Anyway.
But so basically we do in part of that segment get Nany kind of talking to Kaycee about like the whole Fessy situation, and Kaycee's look on it now on this episode, what she was saying in her confessionals and whatever, is that I feel like it's my two brothers and I'm trying to calm these two idiots down and I'm sick and tired of babysitting and whatever. And I'm just like, okay, but you agree with Fessy. You said that last
You're once again in the wrong, but you want to act like you're in the middle to come off good to us. You already admitted your true feelings and you stuck with Fessy. Who sticks with Fessy? Even if he's right, you're wrong. Pack it up, Kaycee. Let's go home. How about that? I'm over her. I'm so over her. And like, honestly, I'll still keep my opinion on her from Double Agents. I think that she persevered through injuring her leg and Fessy bitched out.
Moment, but she's back to the same old stuff.
She's back to the same level of just like a sack of butter that does nothing but want to be like the other sack of butter, Fessy.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Paint dry than them hang out and have a conversation together. Could you imagine if they were final two in a Big Brother house? You know, the episode where
it'd be like, yo man, like let's go, like I won like competitions and like no one can take that away from me.
And that's it.
Okay, cool.
Anyways, so that, you know, we have that moment. And then we have the daily challenge, which was well, actually we get another little moment, another little like relationship-y moment. So Josh, he likes him some Esther, and I didn't mind it at first. And then later on in the episode, I'm like, fuck that bitch. Fuck you, hoe. You comfort Queen Amber. The B in Amber stands for bad bitch. Fuck. I hate you. Don't talk about my girl like that. You're so wrong. You look stupid. And then I'm like, Josh, if you kiss this girl again, we're done. We're done, Josh. So they have a little hookup moment, but like a friendship underneath it all for sure. Like Josh definitely likes her, and Esther's like, I don't know, I guess I do. And like whatever. But so that's another thing, because Esther is Fessy's partner and she agrees with Fessy. She thinks they did the right thing. She thinks he did the right thing. I get writing for your partner, but like, baby girl, wrong. No. Baby, no. There's yes and no, black and white. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And it's like Josh was even explaining it to, who was he talking to about it? Emmanuel, I think, or someone like that in the kitchen. He was like, My thing is, it was like he was naming off, like he was like, it wasn't the smartest thing to do. It wasn't the best thing for your alliance. It wasn't strategic. He's like, it was purely emotional. And that was it. And all it did was fuck over all of our games. It was literally the most selfish, egotistical thing that had no benefit, even for the person that's being egotistical. Like he was like, so that's the part that I just can't get over. Like I can't get over the fact that it was just the dumbest, most unnecessary thing ever. And the fact that you think you're right is just, which is literally how we all feel. So,
and once again, his only Josh comes with real arguments of it makes no benefit, even if you guys do hate each other, which they do, or like just pretend, like make it through and then turn on each other. Like don't do this like bullshit on episode 5 or 4, whatever the fuck it was. Like, why are we doing like this dumbass move? And then on top of that, Fessy's argument is always just like, no, you know, I just got it, you know, I just thought that was the right decision for me to make. So, you know, I'm not gonna go back on that.
I thought I was a stubborn person, and I'm watching him and I'm like, you might be more stubborn than me, because
it's honestly kind of shocking how little he even wants to consider
any other
Josh's argument.
Yeah.
Which is the right one.
Like it's
I just anyway.
So that was the other little like thing that happened, but which is cute, but then I'm like, actually, no, we're done. She's done. It was a cute moment. We're moving on because fuck her. She is part of the enemy. And what she did to my girl, she might as well have spit in her face. It was nasty. It was disrespectful, and it's not okay. And I would have, if I was Amber, I'm not gonna lie, I would have been kicked off that show real quick. Because if you throw a drink in my face while we're talking and you're already belittling me and coming at me crazy, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere that happens, bets are off. Without even thinking, my hands are gonna start swinging. So it seems like Amber doesn't do that, which I'm not surprised. She's much better at being the bigger person and doing the right thing, the logical thing, and not being emotional and not stooping down to other people's levels. That's why she is a queen and I am merely a peasant. That's okay. That's fine. Anyways, yeah, so that's how I feel about her. But the daily challenge is essentially drift cars, doing donuts around while you're strapped on top, trying to read off like a little code of numbers to your partner, and they're doing it to you to send like to press a button to obviously have like, you know, to be the fast person to press the button, and the button just like shoots off like colored gas, like woohoo, you know, you want pink and
typical,
blue,
you know, show, you know.
Yeah, to look fun. But yeah, so, and I really thought Ashley and Fessy were actually gonna win. But then I knew the way they were setting it up, I was like, damn it, not Ashley and Fessy, I'm sorry, Ashley and Josh. I really thought Ashley and Josh were gonna win. And I was like, that's really awesome. I'm like super excited to see it. And obviously on top of what just happened, that's great. But I was like, the way they were setting it up in the episode, I was like, damn it, they didn't win. Damn it. And then they didn't. So it comes down to the top 3 best teams or fastest teams were Ashley and Josh, Fessy and Esther, and Emmanuel and Kaycee. So probably
one good option there. One good option.
That's what I was gonna say. But if that option is gone, the second best is the one that got it. Because I'd rather have his puppet do his dirty work than let him get egotistical with a win. So
because at least Kaycee is like a little bit more open to it, especially with Nany being kind of like,
Nany loves Josh. She likes Kaycee more, you know.
And like, I feel like even then Nany was like kind of in the wrong when it first happened. But then afterwards, like Nany was like, I mean, we don't want to be on the wrong side of this. Like, you're very clearly in the wrong. So like,
yeah.
And on top of Amanda doing the same thing, it's like, come on, like you've had a million people tell you
that man could
like,
get the face with the truth and he still couldn't see it.
He'd be like, what was that? I'm amazing, like, I'm great, I'm the winner of this game even though I can't win. Okay, cool.
Yeah, got it.
So Kaycee wins with Emmanuel, and that's where we leave off.
We don't get a deliberation, and we don't get to see anything else. We're pretty sure the house vote is going to be Hughie and Emmy, and they already know that. He is actually was on Survivor, but she's also a musician back in her home country. And so since she thinks it's like her last night, the girls get her all dressed up, and then everyone has her perform a song, and they loved it and they had a good time. And like CT just like adores her. He thinks she's so great, and that she's
we got
like,
a great shot of CT in the episode.
Oh, it was beautiful. Anyways, I was like, I'm down, girl, because
I was like, why are we lingering on this shot?
I'm like,
anyway.
I'm not mad about it though, but yeah, he like adores her. He thinks she's just like this ball of fire that if he could just get to calm down, could channel that energy and really do something with it. So he's just like, she's like a little kid to him, and he's just like, okay, see how this goes.
I really do just love CT. Like literally, I don't know if there's anything he could do that would make me like,
I don't know.
He's really not support him.
Last season. He really rubbed me the wrong way at one point with Big T last season.
But even then I was like, I'll still.
He did that, to be honest. I felt like it was jacked up and stupid. It was
jacked up, but I definitely I feel like he redeemed himself in a way. Whereas like other people who fuck up, I feel like just stick with it.
He did it right away though. I mean, he did. I'll give him that. But right away he fucked up again. So that's when I was like, bruh, get it together. But yeah, so
I don't know what he was on in that situation. He was like, you can't run a final, Big T. And then he runs the final with Amber. Okay, whatever.
And then won. Anyway,
that's not to discredit Amber, but I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, it was like she's a rookie. No one thought she could do that. And
so
we knew better, but no one else seemed to want to see the light. But so then they're just, they're out partying. That's when Emmy is like singing and whatever. And then they come back home. And when they come back home, they bring up the fact that every time they go out and drink, they come back home and they all make a bunch of like frozen pizzas. And everyone eats pizza after coming home from a night out at the club. That's going on. Amber gets upset because she specifically requested a certain pizza and told people she was going to make it, and someone made it and ate it. And so she's mad about that. And then the girls that were already talking crap about her, Berna and Esther, who are we're talking mad shit about her at the club, watching her dance, just living her life away from them, being like, I can't even watch her. I can't even look at her right now. And I was like, okay, I'm going to freaking come in this screen and hit you, because girl, it's giving very insecure and I'm super jealous of you vibes. Yeah, it's giving pathetic.
Like, yeah, I know I'm the winner and you guys suck and you guys wanted to eat my pizza, but what the fuck ever. I'm just going to continue being a queen, dancing over here, minding my own business.
Yeah, literally. So, they were already being haters, and Esther was already like, I don't know if she's also, because maybe she likes Josh, she's jealous because they're partners and they're friends. I'm not saying that's the case, but girls do get crazy like that, right? So it's like, if she, because it seems a little out of nowhere, her big problem with her, and then now she's like vibing with Josh and they're partners and close, that it makes me think that could be part of it too. Speculation, I have no idea. But yeah, she starts getting into the argument that because Tori and Cory thought it would be fun to start some drama because they're bored at the house, and they basically told Amber that Fessy ate her pizza, and they hype up a little disagreement. But the disagreement goes from being a little disagreement to now we're talking about what happened last week because we're mad about X, Y, and Z. And Amber didn't want to back down. She gave it to him a little bit, but she was still so freaking like held together and respectful, but she was still like, okay, so that's not a blind side. He's like, the whole house knew. She's like, but did you tell me? No, but the whole house knew. But did you tell me? It's a yes or no question. No. Okay, so I was blindsided. And Esther's like, you were not, you're lying. She comes up and she starts like doing this, and she's like, we told you, blah, 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 whatever she said. And Amber was just like, no, Esther, because this is like, she's just trying to communicate back to her, but Esther was like flying off the handle about it. And then we get Esther just tosses a drink in Amber's face. And Amber's like, what? You know, and that's the last we see of that part of the fight, because not only are they arguing, but then at the same time, Josh finds out they're arguing, and like even Devin's joking, like, okay, barricade Josh in the room, don't let him out, don't let him out. But Josh is like, goes out there, and him and Fessy get into it to the point where, like, I'm pretty sure Fessy shoved Josh, and then Josh went to hit Fessy, if I remember, but it kind of cuts off right around something like that. We don't fully see any like contact, but they allude to it, because then when we see the preview for the next episode, because that's where we get left off. That is where we leave off. The preview for the next episode, they show kind of like a little bit of the daily challenge, which I literally can't even remember right now because that was like not relevant to me. I was worried about like, did he get hit? Like, did he just hit him? Like, I was like, oh, it's Bad Girls Club right now. Okay, what? So, and then they show TJ come to the house, and it's never good when TJ comes to the house, and it looked like someone hit someone. And I really, really hope that Fessy did shove Josh first, and then Josh shoves him back, and then essentially Fessy has to go home. But my best guess is it's either going to be a giant, like, scary warning, like Josh got last season kind of thing, but a little bit more.
Which I feel like he should have gotten maybe kicked off last season, but whatever.
Yeah.
It was a little intense, but
what the rules are supposed to really be, and we're trying to.
He should have got, yeah.
So, but I'm guessing, my best guess is either hopefully that, I would prefer it to be the first where it's just Fessy going home. I think it could potentially be a warning for everyone, or it is potentially, and this is most likely and probably where I would bet my money, even though I don't want it to be, that they will both go home. But if that means Fessy goes,
I'll be fine.
Sorry, Josh, and I love you, but I'll take it. He's got, get him out.
Bye.
Yeah, no. So on that note, there's nothing else to talk about. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, like, comment, share, subscribe.